Hey folks, Gil here. I'm gonna show y'all some crock pot recipes. Yes sir, today is gonna be sweet taters, sweet potato casserole. You might want to call it sweet potato candied yams, whatever sounds better to you. It's good, it's the best there ever was. Yes sir, so hang on, let's get started. Well, we're gonna take a plate full, 5 pretty good sized sweet taters. I'm gonna take them from that plate, I'm gonna peel every one of them, and they're gonna magically appear in this plate. Here we go. Voila, the magic of editing. I know that was loud. Now, something anywhere between those two is fine. I'm gonna do all of them that way right here. Boom! And we're gonna spray the inside of our crock pot. Spray it in there all along the edges where it usually sticks. There you go. Or use the baggie, crock pot baggies. I highly recommend. I just happen to be out at the moment. We're gonna dump these things in here. They ain't got to be in no particular order. Just get them spread out pretty good. Yes sir. Uh-oh, I missed one. Uh-oh. Now then, I'm gonna turn that crock pot on high. And this big old deep dish crock pot was $19.98 at your local Walmarts, yes sir. And it works great. In another dish, I have one whole stick of melted butter that I melted in the microwave. Used the whole thing because this is a big old crock pot, y'all. 1 3/4 to 2 cups brown sugar, and you ain't got to use exactly the amount I do. That's what I'm doing right now. Now take your cinnamon and give it at least 2 or 3 big shakes like that right there. Take you some vanilla. Now that's got a wide open hole there, so I'm just gonna give it one good pour there like that, probably around a tablespoon or so. Now then, a secret recipe some people don't use. I never make it without it, and that is nutmeg. Woo! Nutmeg and sweet taters was a marriage made in heaven. So give it at least 1, 2, give it at least 3 good shakes. Make that 8. Can't go wrong with nutmeg in your sweet potatoes, yes sir. Now then, I'm gonna stir that up. And I'm gonna heat it back up. You can do this on the stove top with a pan, but I'm just gonna throw this back in the microwave and remelt that butter real good with this. Yes sir. While that's melting, folks, I want to show y'all something. Don't back out on me now. You got to give this a try. Put it on your bucket list. Okay, you don't have to use Pettigene ham. Okay, whatever moron came up with the idea to make 5 beeps when my microwave ends. Why couldn't it have been 2 instead of 5? It's always bugged me. When it quits one day, I'm gonna take it out back and well, do away with it. Anyway, I got a package of peppered Pettigene ham here. Now, some of y'all gonna think this don't sound good. Trust me on this. We're gonna turn this sweet tater casserole into a meal. But for those of you that just might like it, trust me, you're gonna love it. It makes the best ham on planet Earth. And you can't beat Pettigene already. That's a non-paid advertisement right there, boys. Pettigene peppered ham, woo boy, it's good. And it's gonna be even better on top of these sweet potatoes. Now then, we're gonna take all this confection right here, conglomerate, whatever you call it, and we're gonna put it right on top of all this. I can't wait, boys. I tell you what, this is going to be unbelievable. Trust me on this. Just trust me. It's even going to get a little more interesting here in just a minute. Pettigene peppered ham, the best there ever was. Get that thing open, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this ham, and we are going to cover the midsection of this all the way across. You can do it to your liking. Don't tell nobody. Boy, that's good. Now then, folks, this is gonna get even more interesting. Part of y'all are gonna say your brain tells you this don't sound good. I know, because I've heard that from a mom-in-law already. She ain't took a bite yet. Now watch this. Chocolate chips, yes sir. Now, what I could promise you is, if you're a chocolate lover, you will like this, okay? I'm only gonna put it over here on this 1/3 to the left of the ham. And that's for people to taste test it whenever this comes out and is ready. I'm gonna cover up the top of that over there about like so. We're gonna cover this up and we're gonna let that sit for about 6 hours. If you're a ham eater, you will love this. Just trust me on this. And the ham doesn't affect the sweet potato casserole. Here we go. Through magic, we're gonna go 6 hours. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! About 6 hours later, we're going to put in a cup of flour to make a little topping here. 1/2 stick of butter that I just melted in the microwave. 1/2 stick of butter. Still hot through that. Cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to take a fork. Now, some people will put walnuts on there, and they're very good. If you like nuts on your sweet potato casserole, you get after it. I like walnuts, but I looked at a bag at Kroger. It was over $11 for one little bag there at a premium right now. Plus, I'm going to take some of this to my parents who are in their mid-80s, and my dad can't chew any kind of a nut, so I'm going to have all this real soft for us old folks. But it is delicious this way, trust me. Alright, I got that pretty good and lumpy mixed up, and that's kind of how you want it. Now then, we're going to take that lid off and look in there and see the steam come up. Oh my goodness. Whoo boy. Get the net, boys, it's a keeper. Now then, I'm going to take this tablespoon right here and I'm going to commence to covering every bit of this up. Ham's gonna love this too, trust me. You know, I hate to admit it, but I forgot to put the marshmallows on there first. I sure did. But it's okay. If you didn't get the marshmallows on there quite yet, like I just did, that's fine. A lot of times I'll use the small marshmallows. But these big ones right here, you'll see in the next 15-20 minutes, they'll just melt right down on there and disappear on it. Small ones or big ones, it really don't matter. I ran out of the white ones, and I went and picked up some pumpkin spice marshmallows. It says pumpkin spice mallows. I'll be 60 in less than a year. I always call them marshmallows. They're marshmallows, but you know what? That ain't gonna keep me from saying it the way I said it my whole life. They're still marshmallows to me. Cover up some of these gaps, yes sir? That ought to be enough. Now we're gonna finish spreading the rest of this. And here we're gonna have a special sweet meal. If you're a diabetic, turn the channel. Between now and when I get diagnosed with diabetes, I'm gonna eat this right here. Let me just tell you. Uncle Joe, if you're watching this video, you stay away from this. Now then, we're gonna give it 20-30 minutes to be enough. And we'll see what it looks like in about 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Get the net, boys. It truly is a keeper. I'm going to get in there and get me a piece of that juicy ham right there. And I'm going to reach over here and scoop me up some taters. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, you won't believe how good that is, y'all. Put it on your bucket list and give it a try. Worst thing you can do is say you didn't like it. But I predict you're gonna love it. I know I am. Folks, you just won't believe. You just won't believe what your taste bud. Folks, you just won't believe what your taste buds are gonna tell you when you take a bite of this right here. Still hot. I'd like to say I'm thankful for brown sugar and sweet taters and ham. Hallelujah.